guys, I finally decided to do the unboxings of my Madoka set by Good Small Company because I finally have the Ultimate Madoka, so that would make a nice series. The only one I don't have yet is the new version of Homura, because that one's not going to be out until June, I think. But that doesn't really matter because that one is mostly like the original one, while the Ultimate Madoka version is quite a bit different from this one. Anyway, yeah, this first off is the first one that came out, of course, Madoka. Well, they would have been stupid if they didn't bring her out, didn't release her first. So quite simple box, just a few holes where you can see through, which is kind of default for these photos on the side, and a few ones on the back. I like this picture frame idea, but I don't think they did anything else with them. All the figurines have them. Also, something kind of funny. I noticed that apparently a lot of these figurines are, as it says here, ages 15 and up. But I don't know. They actually don't say anything. I mean, the English labels I get, they say something about choking hazards. The Japanese ones don't, at least not as far as I could tell. But it's kind of funny that these are apparently suited for 15 years and up. That might be because you can see their panties, actually, something like that, or you can take off their clothes. It might be a problem for some authorities as well. Anyway, the inside of the box just has some blue bubbles on there. That's interesting. The knife again to get all the plastic, all the tape, I mean, that holds this whole thing together. On the bottom and just a few on the side. There we go. Now these aren't very difficult ones to put together, I think, but they are somewhat. They at least look a bit fragile. I mean, so you can see her. I think this is her staff or bow, and then I don't really know actually. I haven't seen the show yet, which I really should. A nice base. It's see-through pink. Well, it's gradient to pink, clear to pink. Let's see what's in there. It's actually quite heavy. Oh, that explains a lot. She's got a very bulky dress. Let's see. There's also a bit of plastic underneath her arm, which you can actually change out, because I think you'll need a different. Yeah, this is the usual version. Ooh, if you push that in, that's not too good. So yeah, you actually get the bow. Then I think it's a bow. Then it doesn't have a string, so it's kind of confusing if it's a bow or staff. But as far as I could remember, at least from all the other art, it's a bow. So yeah, you get that, and you get another hand and different arm. So actually I don't see the difference. This arm looks exactly. Oh right. This hand does have a bit of a different. This is more open, so this one is for holding the bow, I guess. But this arm, as you can see, is nothing there. This one, which looks the same, has this little nub, and I know what that's for. If you take off her arm and put on this one, there, looks like it doesn't fit. There's a small hole there. Well, we'll have to push a bit harder. But there's also this cubie, which is actually surprisingly light. I'm guessing the tail is hollow. Which has the rings are separate, which I should take care of, because no, they can't fall off because the ears taper off. There's a small hole there, which means you can put her on, or him, I don't know, actually it. Let's call QB it, because I don't know if it's a he or she. Come on, it should fit on there somehow. And you can just give it a squeeze, and there you go. She has QB hanging on her arm. As far as I know, don't know why she would, because apparently QB is kind of an asshole. But then, see, also just do the most accessories on her that you can. Let's see, screens on the ad. Is there anything? There's nothing like a instructions in there, so I'm just hoping I'm doing this right. I just have to go by the picture on the box. There we go. Probably have to turn it around because that way. There we go, and it looks just like it does on the side of the box. See? So yeah, now let's see about the paint job, because as far as I could tell, just on the first glance, it is usual good smell standards, meaning it's basically the best paint job I've ever seen on any figurine. The gradients here are very nice. This has a small white speck on there, but it's not something I really care about. Some people actually write in and get new parts if this happens, but yeah, the paint job is very nice. The gradients are pretty, you know, in the shoes, just the shoes are red. There's no bleeding onto her socks there. Nice shiny boots as well. And these, I don't know if actually these, I don't know what they are, these decals or whatever they are. Might have been hand painted, I can't really tell. But they look very good, and there's a bit of dust there. So take that off. Hands are also very nice. I mean, she has gloves, so I can't say anything about extra detail, but they are nice. Very thin fingers though, so you have to watch out that you don't break them off if she falls over or something. Hair is also good. Eyes might be decals. I think they are, because they have these lines through them for details, and then there's the soul gem, I think, on her chest, or I don't know actually if it is on her chest or it's supposed to be on the choker, but there's nothing connecting them. It looks like it's glued onto her chest, which also looks very nice. A very thin gold edge around there. Q itself is simple and, as I said, very light, so it doesn't really put any weight on the side, which is also a nice thing. And I like actually that this is the center of mass is quite low and centered above her feet, so she won't lean that fast. With some figurines, if you see them, you think, well, put a lot of weight on one side and it'll fall over at some point if it gets into the sun for too long or something like that. And the bow itself is also quite simple, but elegant. I mean, there's no real sprue marks or anything like that. No visible, the edge where the molds meet each other. Seriously, I can't remember what that's called, but mold lines. It's quite easy actually. So yeah, there's none of that. Also, these crystal-like things in there, which are see-through, and a very pretty little flower on top, which has a nice bit of a gradient paint job on it as well. So yeah, you can, as I said, can choose to have her with or without QB and have her with and without the bow, but I don't see why you wouldn't want those in there. So these will go back in the box, and this one will go into my display case. So yeah, that's the unboxing of this of the Good Smell Company Madoka from Madoka, of course. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.